I do want to give a shout out to Drewski's outside. If you are hungry, they have some incredible food out there. I went and got myself some mac and cheese and a chicken sandwich. Yum. Hey, Bad Seeds, are you ready for some intros? All right. Folks, I'm going to ask you to make some noise for Bay Area Derby's Bad Seeds Junior Roller Derby. Skating today for the Bad Seeds, we have number 1-1, Fee-Fi-Fo Fum. Number 1-2, Blaze of Fire. Number 1-3, Willie Wallace. Witty Wallace. Number 1-8, Squeals on Wheels. Number 2, Ladybird. Number 2-0-0-8, Co on the Go. Number 2-1, the Mirandalorian. Number 2-7, Rainbow Riot. Number 4-1-3, Marco Plaulo. Number 4-2, Tumbleweed. Number 4-4-2, the Corruptor. Number 6-6-6, Ramona Plowers. Number 6-7, Spinderella. Number 7, Gnarly. And number 8, Freak Show. Coaching today for the Bad Seeds, we have Glamazon Prime and L'existential Dread. And if my Beasties are ready, we're going.
All right, and for your Sacramento Roller Derby Beastie Bears,
I'm going to make sure that their gear check is done. Are you guys ready?
All right. Number 008, Adira. 021, Carnage. Number 11, the Tasmanian Devil. Number 13, Danger Mouse. And number 15, the Annihilator. Number 404, Asteroid. Number 415, Mantis Shrimp. Number 727, Radioactive. Number 789, Bumblebee. Number 8, Lil Styles. 824, Veruca Assault. Number 88, Baby Boo. 911, Lightning. 916, Heartbreak Havoc. Number 999, Chaotic Goth. And coaching the Beasties is Bulldozer, Laser Wolf, and Reign of Terra.
Make some noise for the Sacramento Beastie Bears. All right, it looks like our skaters are coming to the line.
Looks like we got Danger Mouse out there on the line for the Beastie Bears.
And number 413, Marco Plaulo for the Bad Seeds. You know, I do believe we have a Beastie Bear making a debut today. Is it Baby Boo's first bout?
I have not called the game with Baby Boo, but I would defer to the coaches on that.
The only reason that I actually know that is they are on our wall of fame over there under making their debut.
Oh, that does make sense. I'm with you. All right, Danger Mouse found the outside lane, freed herself up from the pack, and we have lead jammer status for the Sacramento Beastie Bears.
However, Marco is out as well and working back through that pack. Both jammers out of the pack together now. 4 points on the board for each team.
Yeah. The, nice skate through for Danger Mouse. A little pleased with themselves right there, but like to see them celebrating. So
Call it before you celebrate is the lesson we learned there.
Pump there, yeah, because while they were pumping their fists, another 2 went on the board, I think, for Bay Area. So we have an 8-5 start to this bout.
Mantis Shrimp out there now with the Corruptor.
Yeah, both good names.
Really?
Yeah, I'm for both of those.
Last time the Corruptor was in the Bear House, I got to announce for the first bout they'd ever been in.
Nice.
And met the Corruptor's grandmother.
Mantis Shrimp going back and forth. Pretty good defense from Bay Area there. They were managing to rotate over and keep Mantis Shrimp down, but when they cycled them to the back of the pack, they lost track of where they are, but they did a great job up until that point.
Yep, that was Ramona Flowers pulling Mantis Shrimp back to the back of the pack. And we've got our first penalty of the game. That is Ladybird headed over to the ACS penalty box.
I like Ladybird. Sacramento zone there.
Okay, so it looks like Mantis did get a cut penalty at the end of that jam there and is reporting to the ACS penalty box between jams. So it will be a power start for the Bad Seeds. The Mirandalorian celebrating the power start out there.
Oh, no, just doing a little crowd work, getting the crowd hyped up. Nothing wrong with that. And let's just all take a moment to appreciate the socks. I think we all can do that.
Yeah, no, I stopped the Mirandalorian over here off track during the last game to tell them how incredible those socks are.
Okay, we're on. Are we trying to jockey for position before the whistle blows? There it goes.
You know, everybody likes to move around a little bit there.
Yeah, well, just seeing if the defense can rotate around as they line up. So far, so good. I think we got the hips passed, so I think we're going to get out there. Oh, maybe not.
No.
Sacramento reformed the pack back in front, so they're doing a good job of bottling up the Mirandalorian so far. Mirandalorian. I almost got every syllable of that.
That was close.
Yeah, it was close.
Havoc holding on to the Mirandalorian at the front of the pack there just briefly. Long enough to get...
Mantis Shrimp?
Thank you.
Yeah, Mantis Shrimp's back out of the ACS penalty box. We're done with the power jam, but they have some catch-up to do, so I imagine that the Bay Area Derby team will be trying to close the lead a little bit. They still have that opportunity.
Heartbreak Havoc holding on to the Mirandalorian, forcing that call off as Mantis Shrimp hits the back of that pack.
Well, good thing for the Mirandalorian. I will get that by the end of this game. Hey, the Mirandalorian, very heads-up derby. Was hearing the call from the bench, knew that they needed to call that off to avoid Sacramento getting points on the board. So
that
good job
correct. There. And Ramona Flowers now coming to the line to jam for Bad Seeds.
And Danger Mouse is back out there. Ramona Flowers, of course, a Scott Pilgrim versus the World reference. Love that.
Love that.
Love that.
Flowers looking to the outside.
And did a nice job of doing a little spin move and then skating backwards to free themselves from the pack, and it was a cut.
It was a cut,
They put a foot out. I was giving them lots of credit because that was a pretty slick move, but a foot must have gone over the line.
Yeah, just a hair over the line will send you to that ACS penalty box. That did give Danger Mouse the opportunity to get lead status for Sacramento's Beastie Bears. Asteroid headed to that ACS penalty box now. The pack standing steady here over on the straightaway between the jammer line and the Sacramento copy and print pivot line.
We are done with the penalty. To be fair, Ramona Flowers actually was doing a very good job there. Just put a foot out of bounds. So let's see if they can replicate that success and stay in bounds this time.
Oh, beautiful work on that outside line by Danger Mouse, sliding through a very small lane that was open there. Danger Mouse putting up 12 unanswered points in that last jam.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate because I thought there was some real nice work shown by Ramona Flowers there. But
Yeah.
the foot out of bounds kind of cost them. So
It does happen.
learning moment, right? All right, we got Marco Plaulo out there for Bay Area Derby against Mantis Shrimp. Mm-hmm. You know the pistol shrimps? Those are the ones that they punch so fast that they break the sound barrier and it makes it sound like a shot going off. I think mantis shrimps, they do that too?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we will be giving you more and more shrimp facts throughout the bout.
You're going to have to pull up Google for that. I don't know enough about shrimp.
They're good breaded. All right, well,
I like them with garlic butter.
Mantis Shrimp for Sacramento has grabbed lead jammer status, and they're calling it off. Looks like oh, shoot, I just broke off my wristband. Please let me stay.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave now?
Probably so.
We know you. We're not going to kick you out.
Appreciate that.
3 points on the board for Sacramento before calling it off. 26-7 now the score. Sacramento in a solid lead. Now we've got Carnage and Blaze of Fire, both of them coming to the line for the first time.
Yeah. Well, the one thing with the juniors team is that teams can be at kind of different stages of their development. You get a good juniors team put together, and then they get too old. They graduate. They have to go to the adult leagues. So I think we might have two teams in different stages of development right now. I think that might be it, but valuable experience for both.
Blaze gets knocked to the outside and recycled back by Sacramento's blockers as Carnage has that lead status and puts 4 on the board for Sacramento. There is a star pass to Ramona Flowers.
That was an amazing.
Yeah, you normally do great. But after that first game of the season, I was like,
All right, we have Marco Plaulo and Danger Mouse lined up again for another jam.
ooh. I'm sitting in this tall chair so I can see the track, but I almost just fell out of it.
And Danger Mouse once again kind of split the pack, using the small size to their advantage, find seams in the defense.
It looks like Marco Plaulo is headed to that ACS penalty box.
That'll put Sacramento in a power jam.
A plower jam?
A
Really?
plower jam, that would work. They have 2 plow-related names. They have Ramona Flowers and Marco Plaulo.
I wonder if they're related.
Maybe.
That would be a fun fact to find out. Oh,
We got that forearm call, I think? Or
yeah, I believe that was a forearm call. That is number 15, Annihilator. That's Annihilator's second trip to the penalty box, I believe.
Yeah, well, sometimes, get a little aggressive out there. It is learning how to play the game and then learning how to play it so you don't get the penalties called on you. You want to keep the aggression up, but make sure you're not doing too much. And it's a learning thing. That takes time to learn.
We are at a team timeout. Remember, your business could be announced live at all Sacramento Roller Derby Bear House games. We're always looking for new sponsors and partners. Currently, our medics are looking for a great sponsor. Please email sponsorship at sacramentorollerderby.com for more information. Are you interested in becoming a skater?
I would like to. I'm a horrible skater. I am not safe.
Well, you should check out SRD's 101 and 201 programs. The next one starts on March 20. Wait, we're in April.
Yeah. I would
The
just
next one
email the
starts
league.
sometime. So go ahead and email RecLeague at sacramentorollerderby.com to find out when our next 101 and 201 programs start. They will teach you everything from standing on skates to falling on skates to hitting on skates.
They spend a lot of time teaching you how to fall down, which is the most important skill to have so that you do it safe. It is a fantastic class. They will. My daughters went through the juniors program, and I had one of them that was a wall hugger when they started, and then they made the juniors team, and now they're trying out for the adult team.
Well, I'll tell you, the skill of falling down without breaking everything in your body is something I still use to this day because I fall.
Yeah.
Mantis Shrimp and Marco Polo are your jammers. It was a power start, wasn't it?
I think so, but Marco Polo just came out of the ACS penalty box. Mantis Shrimp got cycled to the back, but then went to the outside, and no one put a body on them, so they have lead jammer status.
Bad Seeds setting up to stop Mantis. Marco getting low and going fast ahead of Mantis Shrimp there as both jammers get to the pack. Marco with a beautiful, beautiful apex jump there. Gets 4 points on the board for Bay Area. Mantis Shrimp, didn't even look challenging went through there.
Yeah, it is, juniors are at different stages of their development, but they're learning. And so there can be times out there where they're just really learning how to get a body on somebody.
Yeah.
And they're not big, so it's harder for them to close off sections of the track. So, there are different reasons why juniors teams can, be at a different spot in their learning process, and it's a little easier for the jammers to get through.
I saw it. That chair moved all on its own, right out from behind them. Carnage and the Mirandalorian on the track now.
Mirandalorian. There, I got it.
You got it.
Not hard at all. All right, Carnage, it looks like, has jumped out to grab lead jammer status.
Very quickly.
Yeah, it's when you do that quick lateral back and forth, and you're up against people who maybe haven't been skating as long, it is very hard for the defense to rotate over and actually block off a lane. So it's going to be a challenge for Bay Area Derby tonight.
Mirandalorian out of the pack now on a scoring lap as well. Carnage through the pack puts another 4 points on the board for Sacramento and calls it off. Mirandalorian did get into the pack, but I don't see any points out there. There it is, 3 points for the Mirandalorian in that last jam. Thank you, officials. Speaking of, thank you, officials, for volunteering your time to be out here on skates and off skates. Without you, roller derby doesn't happen, and we appreciate and love you. Asteroid jamming for Sacramento, and that is number 13, Witty Wallace jamming. Witty Wallace jamming for the Bay Area.
Witty Wallace, I like that. Nice alliterative name. Bay Area Derby, getting 4 unanswered points, cutting a little bit into that SRD Beastie Bear lead.
Seems like they are settling in now, getting over those nerves and starting to feel more comfortable out there on the track. Yeah. Always important, but always something we see.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we have some first-timers out there tonight, and, it's really exciting the first time that they get out on the track and face another team. And we are happy to provide that for them here.
Thank you. It looks like a cut was issued to Asteroid there at the end of the last jam. So it is a power start from Marco Plalo.
Asteroid as the name that was from Roller Girl, the graphic novel about roller derby.
Oh.
Astrid the Asteroid was the name, and I checked, and that is exactly where that name comes from. If you haven't read it,
cool.
Fantastic graphic novel, award-winning, Roller Girl.
I think I had a copy of it for a while, but I gave it to a junior many moons ago.
It's I've had copies and given them away multiple times. It's a fantastic book, especially for kids.
Marco Polo looking for that inside lane, runs into Bumblebee out there.
And had no luck on the inside, so decided to try for the outside.
Radioactive in the way on the outside. There goes to the inside. That is, who is that?
The
Annihilator.
Yeah.
Oh, finds that. Actually, Marco Plalo's blockers opened that inside lane up and let Marco get out of the pack there.
Yep. Marco would love to get some points out of this, so I think we're going to look. Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. They couldn't have drawn it up any better in practice. Got the points, called the jam.
Definitely what you want to see.
Yeah. Does look like maybe a little bit of the jitters have calmed down for the bad seeds.
Oh. Woody Wallace back out there with Carnage. And Carnage is out of the pack first, taking lead status for the Beastie Bears. Woody Wallace out of the pack now as what?
Looks like we have no.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Nope. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Carnage coming back around on second scoring pass.
Wallace knocked to the inside once again by Annihilator, recycled back to the back of the pack. It looks like Wallace is going to be headed to that ACS penalty box, and Carnage calls it off, giving the Beastie Bears a power start.
Yeah.
I believe that's what happened there.
Right. They're going to have a nice, good power start because most of the penalty is going to be on the clock. We have the officials waving.
We have a Kermit arms situation at the score table. Current score is 67-25. Danger Mouse out there. Danger Mouse out there. Woody Wallace in the ACS penalty box. And Danger is your lead jammer. Just put 4 points on the board for Sacramento.
Danger is, we said small but mighty, but Danger is actually a very experienced skater. Danger's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
And you can see the skill on the skates and the tenacity. He's grown in skill, if not in size. I'll say that.
I believe I had Danger announced with me and Platinum Punch.
Danger's done a little bit of everything, I think.
Both jammers through the pack now. Danger going in on a fourth scoring lap. Wallace on an initial, or not on an initial lap, but on an initial scoring lap.
Yeah.
Danger finally calling it off. Wallace able to put 3 points up in the last jam. Danger putting up 13 points.
I'm digging all the fun hair colors. I like that.
I mean, fun hair is important.
Fun hair is important. That's when my kids were young. I always said, hey, you know what? If you're going to do it now. Maybe later in life you'll be in a situation where it won't feel as socially accessible. You're a kid. Knock yourself out. Make it any color you want.
I told my kid, it's hair. Do what you want with it. It grows back.
Yep.
Until you get to be our age, and then it doesn't.
We have a penalty. I think we had a forearm call there.
That is 666 for the bad seeds.
That is Ramona Flowers. That, I believe, is Ramona's second trip to the ACS penalty box.
Manta Shrimp, your lead jammer now for the Beastie Bears.
And the Mirandalorian making quick work of the pack, but and got their 4 on the board.
Yep,
so
4 and 4.
SRD didn't quite call that as fast as they probably needed to, but good job for Bay Area Derby. They managed to keep that even there.
Marco and Carnage coming to the line now. Whoop. with a blocker over there in the ACS penalty box, meaning that each team is starting down one blocker. And
really quick start for Marco Paulo. They got out fast, and right behind them is Carnage. So this is going to get called quick, is my prediction.
oh, Marco going down there on the corner and calling it from the floor, but recovering so quickly.
I think they gave them the 4, 2, 2. I thought it was all 4 fingers up. They're doing more of the like devil horn, like heavy metal rock concert.
Sacramento got the 3 on the board, and
3.
Yeah.
I only counted 2 fingers. I wasn't the thumb.
You got to count the thumb. I know we don't do the thumb point anymore.
Yeah.
That 5th point is gone, but you know, if there are 2 fingers down, you got to count the thumb.
All right. I'm just saying there were more fingers you could have utilized. You didn't really need to bring the thumb into this at all, but all right.
Hey, look, this is cooler than this.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we got Danger Mouse out there as lead jammer again, followed pretty closely behind by the Corruptor.
Both jammers heading into the pack on a scoring lap over there at the apex between turns 1 and 2.
Corruptor tried to hit with a little speed, hoping to do a last minute move and get by the pack easily. Sacramento able to slow them down just a little bit.
Corruptor out of the pack now, 4 and 4 on the board for the jammers. And Danger Mouse puts another 4 on the board and calls it off before the Corruptor can get through and put any more points on the board for the Bay Area. Current score is 95-36 with 11 minutes left in the first half. You know, it seems to go faster when I'm on mic than when I'm producing.
Well, this is pretty fast. This is a pretty fast-paced game so far.
We've got Mantis Shrimp and the Mirandalorian jamming. And I'm not sure if that was jammer love or attitude. I don't know.
Sure.
We have an official timeout.
Jinxed by a Coke. Yeah.
All right, let me go between games. The dance party happening out there up at the front of the pack with the...
I like...
Keep dancing, guys. We're enjoying it. We'll dance. I'll dance in my chair.
I like the star cap that the Bad Seeds have.
I know, isn't that great?
That is amazing.
I love, like, I get that at the higher levels as we get into...
you have to make it official, and you can't play with it like that. But
we did, at a league I used to belong to, we did a May the 4th game, and they had custom helmet covers made that looked like the Rebel helmet.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away.
In a galaxy far, far away. Oh, you're such a nerd.
I cannot argue that point.
But that's okay, because I knew the joke and went with it, so I too am a nerd.
So, yeah.
I like to make bad jokes. Hey, make sure you visit our vendor alley. We've got some great vendors over there. We have Barry Crafty. We have B&D's Creative Creations. We've got Tor's Quad Shop over there, and we've got people skating.
We do have people skating. Whistle blown. We have Mantis Shrimp lined up against the Mirandalorian. Again.
Come on, you just did the Star Wars joke.
Yeah.
You got to get the name right if you're going to do the Star Wars.
The problem is I keep wanting to just say the Star Wars name, and I realize there's another syllable in there as I'm saying it, and I keep tripping over it.
It's all right, I forgive you.
Yeah.
But I am going to expect you to go and apologize to the Mirandalorian.
They deserve it, and I am sorry. All right, but Mantis Shrimp has grabbed our lead jammer status, which saves me from having to say Mirandalorian again. And there was a cap pass for the Bad Seeds, and Marco Paulo is now the jammer for the Bad Seeds in Bay Area Derby.
That's what really saved you.
Yep. Thank you, Mirandalorian, for passing the cap so that I didn't have to say your name again.
Which you just did perfectly.
I know, I did it twice perfectly once they were no longer relevant to what's going on the floor.
They were still relevant.
Yeah.
They were blocking.
No, they're fantastic. Yeah.
All right, the score is 102-39. Sacramento putting up 7 points in that last jam, taking them over that century mark. We've got Blaze of Fire and Annihilator jamming. Is this Annihilator's first jam of the day?
I believe so. I don't remember calling Annihilator's name, so I think this is.
I mean, I've talked about them as a blocker. I know for a fact.
Oh, yeah, they've been out there blocking, but I think this is first jamming. And
out of the pack, using that outside lane to get free. Annihilator is your lead jammer.
Some pretty nice footwork there. Again, using some lateral quickness to get around the pack instead of trying to go through the middle.
Yes.
You would think maybe using the size to plow on through, but that did not happen.
Oh, Annihilator getting knocked to the outside there. I was going to tell you who the blocker was that did. Oh, for 6-7.
6-7
oh, no.
is Spinderella.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. Did you hear me go, oh, no?
Yeah. Spinderella. I'm going to choose to believe that's a Salt and Pepper reference. I don't know that it is, but it's Spinderella.
Oh, I love Spinderella.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking of Salt and Pepper lyrics, and I can't say those in the mic. Yep.
Nope, please don't.
Yep.
Blaze of Fire in the ACS penalty box, giving Annihilator a power jam. The pack is standing steady on the apex between turns. I can say
Turns 3 and 4.
I can't say, yeah, that's
3
what we're
and 4.
trying. That's where they were.
Yeah. Now they're moving scooting the pack up. I mean, normally I think they'd like to be on the straightaway there, wouldn't they? That would be more of a good place to bottle things up.
I think it depends on your jammer, honestly, because some jammers
solid
can
hit there.
jump that apex really well. Others don't want to do that.
Right. I mean, the point is that they can apex jump and get around you easier, I think, on the curves than they can on the straightaways. But again, I don't skate, so I could be way wrong on that.
Flowers and Spinderella taking Annihilator down to the outside on that front straightaway, and Annihilator going, yeah, I'm done, calling it off.
Yep.
But Annihilator did put up 14 unanswered points in that last jam.
Yep. It is Sacramento's got a fairly commanding lead, but again, these are teams at different stages of where they're at as a juniors team, so there's nothing wrong with that. All right.
Danger Mouse and Woody Wallace, your jammers, digging those leg warmers that Wallace is wearing.
Very, very cool.
Don't know if they gave Wallace the speed to get through the pack first, but Wallace is your lead jammer. Danger not having any of that, though.
I didn't think there were leg warmers just because my legs look like that naturally, so that's. But
this is why I wear the dress and you wear long pants.
That's true. I'm somewhere between like Robin Williams and a Wookiee, somewhere right in that area.
I don't need to know how hairy you are, my friend.
I think it speaks for itself. But all right, well, we have Danger Mouse and Wallace. Did we just grab lead jammer status there with Danger Mouse?
No, Wallace was lead jammer. However, Wallace is in the ACS penalty box. We do not have a lead jammer, so this will be the full 2-minute jam. We've got about 6.5 minutes left in the first half. I do want to give a shout out to our Twitch followers who are out there. We hope you're enjoying the game today, and I want to thank Allison for running my Twitch in this game because Lord knows I shouldn't be touching the computer.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that I don't have to touch that. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Danger Mouse putting up 16 unanswered points so far. That pack just not able to hold on to Danger Mouse. Wallace has returned to the track and put 4 points on the board for Bay Area as soon as I said those points were unanswered.
Yep. They, they're putting things together.
Wallace getting recycled back. That pack backing up, actually. We got a whistle being called for a back block. Oh, Marco Plalo going to the ACS penalty box for a back block.
I don't think that was. Think that was them. Was that them? No. I think that was actually on SRD. Was it? Mm-hmm. Are they in the penalty box?
Well, Danger's in the penalty box. Danger Mouse is in the penalty box as well. But Marco Plalo is on the other side of Danger Mouse. I actually saw the back block happen right here.
I thought Marco was jamming, so that I was like, I don't see that because the jammer went and sat on the bench, but maybe not. Maybe that was something else.
That was something else.
Yeah, right.
You're something else.
I'm something else.
We have an official review.
Ramona Flowers out there, again, jamming for the Bad Seeds. It's a plot point in the book, in the movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, that Ramona Flowers changes hair color all the time.
I know.
I love that. Yeah.
My kid
It's my
introduced
comfort
me
movie.
to that.
I
It is a comfort movie.
Yeah, I will watch that anytime I see it on. I will watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Absolutely. We have an official review happening. Remember, we do have raffle baskets available. The tickets are $1 for a ticket or $20 for an arm length of tickets. So find yourself somebody tall if you're going to do that. Not me. I do not have an impressive wingspan.
You can, if there is an opportunity, find that you can get a skater, you can even get an official if it is a moment where that's possible. And I think anybody out there will help you out with that if they have long arms. I wouldn't recommend wandering out onto the track, but, if you...
Yeah, you'd probably find yourself invited to leave the building if you wander under the track.
No. But, if we're in a timeout or something and they're standing right in front of you, knock yourself out. You can ask.
Not retained? Oh, they're using the timeout. Thank you.
And Nacho's out there, a head official. I think the mustache is in honor of the Super Mario Galaxy movie opening, which I think that's a nice tie-in that we've done.
Ramona Flowers and Danger Mouse, your jammers. That is Spinderella, number 6-7, headed to that ACS penalty box again. Danger Mouse was in the ACS penalty box at the start of that jam.
Lead jammer status, trying to get a scoring pass in before Danger gets around for theirs.
Oh, trying to get past Bumblebee and Baruka Assault out there. Baruka Assault, I know, has a fan in the crowd. Our medic from the last game is actually Veruca's dad.
Oh, that's
and
great.
is, for the first time today, sitting out there in the crowd watching Veruca skate.
I'm glad we had enough extra medics, which is why people need to volunteer to make that happen. But Veruca Assault, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory reference. I love all the names. That's one of my favorite things about Derby.
Veruca Assault is also one of my favorite bands.
Yeah. Also a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory reference, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Many, many, many moons ago, I got to see them live with Hole.
Oh, that's fun.
In a very tiny club in San Francisco.
That's a cool lineup. I would watch that show.
It was pretty epic. All right, Chaotic Goth out there jamming for the Beastie Bears. We got the Mirandalorian jamming for the Bad Seeds. Mirandalorian getting recycled to the back of the pack as Chaotic Goth gets out and takes lead status for the Beastie Bears. I'll take a breath now.
Take it in. So, and again, Chaotic Goth in the bright pink socks and torn fishnets. I like the clash of styles there. That's the chaos in Chaotic Goth.
Chaotic Goth also has some incredible, I want to call it zombie makeup on.
Okay, we'll call it zombie.
I'm not sure. Yeah. And Goth does have the lead status and calls it off. Sacramento putting up 8 points. Looks like Bay Area put up 2 points in that last jam. We've got about just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Nice job catching that pivot helmet, Corruptor.
Nice.
It was just a good catch.
Ramona Flowers back out, jamming again.
Wait, we have some...
Wait, that's not going to be a... Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. And now they're going to...
For a illegal start?
Illegal start was starting in front of the defense. They don't lower them. I think if I read that right, they forgot they were jamming. I think that was what happened there, and they lined up as a blocker.
the hand up going, oh no!
Yeah, so...
That does give Baby Boo the opportunity to get out there and get lead jammer status. I believe this is Baby Boo's first jam.
First jam in the first bout?
First jam as a jammer in their first bout.
Yeah.
Why was that so hard to say?
I don't know. But congrats to Baby Boo, getting a lot of support from the crowd, knowing this is their first bout.
Baby Boo putting up 4 points for Sacramento. as we are 30 seconds into this jam, and the power jam has come to an end. Ramona Flowers out of the penalty box, out of the pack now, headed back in on a scoring lap. Baby Boo has gotten three scoring laps now.
Yeah.
Nope.
And it's calling the jam. 2.
Nicely done. 4 points.
Is there another more? No, that's for the other team. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Lost track of who was holding up the 4 there. So 4 points on the board again for the Bad Seeds.
Marco Plalo coming to the line for Plalo?
Against Danger Mouse, who's doing a little warm-up dance there.
Beautiful little dance there. We have an official timeout being called. Remember, Tor's Quad Shop is owned and operated by that one ref. She's been a loyal supporter of Sacramento. Make sure to visit her at 2309 K Street, Suite 101 in the Boulevard Skate Shop. Just randomly picking things now.
Not sure what the heck, why not?
Goodness gracious, the level of energy.
Tor did good. She got 2 plugs right in a row there on the sheet.
Yeah.
All right, we are on with Baby Boo lined up against Marco Plaulau. We have the start whistle, both.
Baby Boo actually got a penalty at the end of that last jam. So Baby Boo is serving a penalty in the ACS penalty box, giving Marco that power start and giving the Bay Area a great opportunity to practice some offense and get Marco through the pack.
They're working on it. It's you can see the Bad Seed blockers trying to pick apart some of that Sacramento defense. Sacramento trying to tripod up a little bit, making it.
It's a little bit of a wild tripod, but there is definitely a tripod there.
There was. It might have been a quadrilateral, but there was something happening. It was a polygon.
It was some geometric shape.
Yeah, it was some geometric. Oh, nice.
There we go. We've got our lead jammer now.
Yep.
The power jam has come to an end. Baby Boo has returned to the pack and gotten through.
Yep. So Marco Plaulau can try to get some points on the board for the Bad Seeds.
The game clock has elapsed for the first period, so whenever, never mind.
Got a cut.
That cut means we are going to go the full 2 minutes. We are at 39 seconds left on the jam clock. That gives Baby Boo the opportunity to get some more points on the board for Sacramento.
Oh. I honestly think that Baby Boo is kind of such a Baby Boo that they didn't see her. I mean,
all Baby Boo has to do is get real low.
Yep. I think under the eyesight line of some of the taller players out there.
We've got I believe that was a direction. Yeah, that was definitely a direction penalty being issued against that Sacramento blocker.
Yeah.
824.
Is Veruca assault. Yeah.
And that brings us to halftime, y'all. We are going to go offline here for a few minutes. You guys, this is a great opportunity to go visit our snack bar, visit Drewski's outside, check out our vendors. Greenwich Gallery over there is selling jewelry and earrings. We've got face painting happening over there for by the Kodiaks. And this is your chance to check it out.
Get some war paint on.
Get your war paint on for the home team's game.
Hello, Sacramento Roller Derby fans. This is Ben Schwartz from Empire's Comics Vault here in Sacramento, California. And this is my buddy, Hot Pepper Pug, and the sleepy old girl, Captain Dylan Hunt. We are here to tell you how excited we are about Sacramento Roller Derby and about the fact that they are playing again. It is so exciting. We're looking forward to getting the Empire's Comics Vault teams back together so we can go down and enjoy it. And we wanted to offer all of you something special for being supporters of the Sacramento Roller Derby. As the longest local Sacramento supporter of Sacramento Roller Derby, we would like to give you 10% off your entire purchase. All you have to do is come down and tell me who your favorite skater is. Is it Kista? Is it Shanita Crutch? Is it She-Ra? You tell me and take 10% off your entire order. Come down, play with the pugs. Let's talk about movies, let's talk about books, and just have a great time here at Empire's Comics Vault in Sacramento, California.
It's going to be
Hello, Sacramento Roller Derby fans. This is Ben Schwartz from Empire's Comics Vault here in Sacramento, California. And this is my buddy, Hot Pepper Pug, and the sleepy old girl, Captain Dylan Hunt. We are here to tell you how excited we are about Sacramento Roller Derby and about the fact that they are playing again. It is so exciting. We're looking forward to getting the Empire's Comics Vault teams back together so we can go down and enjoy it. And we wanted to offer all of you something special for being supporters of the Sacramento Roller Derby. As the longest local Sacramento supporter of Sacramento Roller Derby, we would like to give you 10% off your entire purchase. All you have to do is come down and tell me who your favorite skater is. Is it Kista? Is it Shanita Crutch? Is it She-Ra? You tell me and take 10% off your entire order. Come down, play with the pugs. Let's talk about movies, let's talk about books, and just have a great time here at Empire's Comics Vault in Sacramento, California.
It's going to be
Hello, Sacramento Roller Derby fans. This is Ben Schwartz from Empire's Comics Vault here in Sacramento, California. And this is my buddy, Hot Pepper Pug, and the sleepy old girl, Captain Dylan Hunt. We are here to tell you how excited we are about Sacramento Roller Derby and about the fact that they are playing again. It is so exciting. We're looking forward to getting the Empire's Comics Vault teams back together so we can go down and enjoy it. And we wanted to offer all of you something special for being supporters of the Sacramento Roller Derby. As the longest local Sacramento supporter of Sacramento Roller Derby, we would like to give you 10% off your entire purchase. All you have to do is come down and tell me who your favorite skater is. Is it Kista? Is it Shanita Crutch? Is it She-Ra? You tell me, and take 10% off your entire order. Come down, play with the pugs. Let's talk about movies, let's talk about books, and just have a great time here at Empire's Comics Vault in Sacramento, California.
It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's a fine day. People open windows, clean their house, searching for a show. It's a fine day. People open windows, clean their house, searching for a show.
We are back with another half of Junior Roller Derby. Danger Mouse lined up against Miranda Lorian. Danger Mouse grabbing lead jammer status and making their first scoring pass, and is getting cycled to the back of the pack. Decided to call the whole thing off before the other team got some points. Got a nice block there by one of the bad seeds, and I didn't catch the number. I think it was Marco Plaulo, but I'm not 100% sure. They
Number
turned away.
413.
Well, that was Marco Plaulo then.
Yep.
Yep, I got it right. It happens every now and then. Really nice hit to knock Danger Mouse out and force them to call that jam off.
Coming up to the line now, we've got Spinderella and Mantis Shrimp. That was a good pop on the P there.
Spinderella hit one more time. Yeah, can't go any farther with that. Okay.
Please, no.
Yep. All right, Spinderella and Mantis Shrimp. We got both jammers out and going around. Kind of a contrast in sizes.
Spinderella getting out of the
each-
pack just ahead of Mantis Shrimp on that initial pass.
Both of them tried a different lane. One went out, one went in. Neither one of them really got anywhere, but let's see if now that things have slowed down a bit. Yep, we got Spinderella. Kind of wormed their way through the pack there a little bit.
That was Mantis Shrimp.
It was Mantis Shrimp, you're right.
And she didn't worm.
I feel shamed.
She swam through the pack like a shrimp.
She swam through the pack
Swam
like a
through
shrimp.
the-
Swam, up. And
Although she didn't actually swim through the pack, because that would get her a forearms penalty.
all right, well, the Sacramento Juniors defense is really doing a great job keeping Spinderella bottled up. After Spinderella actually had a pretty good time of it getting through on her initial pass.
Spinderella calling it off. 12 points on the board for the Beastie Bears.
Yeah. this is a learning bout. I think normally they might have called that early, but they're trying to, teach lessons about what to do in these situations.
Heartbreak Havoc on the line for the Beastie Bears. Marco Plalo on the line. Marco Plalo has just a bottomless well of energy.
Yeah. And we got to I'll point out that Heartbreak Havoc, another person with some banging leg warmers, and easily jumped out for lead jammer status, and is really being pretty aggressive on that initial pass, trying to get around and get some points in a fast fashion.
Bad Seed setting up a tripod at the back of the pack there. Get a hold of Heartbreak Havoc.
There was a cap pass, and we now have, that is Marco Plalo, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. It's not a pass, it was a
pass,
stash.
it was a stash. All right.
Heartbreak Havoc gets out, puts 4 points on the board for the Beastie Bears, and calls it off.
I think that's Heartbreak's first jam, because I would have noticed. So that was first jam as jammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you are still not allowed to pick on Heartbreak Havoc.
Well, I'm taking notes for later. We're going to go over things afterwards.
All right, all right. Yeah, okay.
All right.
The Corruptor back out there with Danger Mouse.
The Corruptor, Danger Mouse, giving a thumbs up to the crowd. I know Danger Mouse's mom is here. Don't think I saw Dad, but has people in the building.
Corruptor sneaking around, getting out of that pack just ahead of Danger.
Oh. Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse. You don't have to wonder whether Danger is pleased with herself. She's going to let you know. No.
Never.
She is wearing those emotions on the sleeve. But, yeah.
We always like a little bit of jammer versus jammer defense there.
Yeah, it is. The forecloser on the adults was always good for that. Forecloser.
Oh, yeah.
If they saw the other jammer was not paying good attention, she was going to land them on their butt. She had no, hesitation in doing a hard hit on the opposing jammer.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah. Fantastic. She was out. She came back. She's out again? I don't.
No, she's still skating. I don't. I've seen her skate this year.
Yeah, okay. Long-time SRD member, had been skating for years. So.
Yep. Manta Shrimp and the Mirandalorian. See, now you got me doing it.
Yeah.
That made you so happy.
I made me exceptionally happy. Finally, someone else is getting stuck on that. The Mirandalorian's doing fine. I don't know why you had any trouble with that. That's easy. But Mirandalorian and Mantis Strip, we have somebody grab lead jammer status up. Mirandalorian is heading for the ACS penalty box. I did not see the call, but they're going to be sitting there for a couple minutes, and we have a power jam for.
Well, they're not going to be there for a couple of minutes.
Not a couple minutes.
They'll be there for 30 seconds.
I said it, and then I was hoping you weren't going to say anything.
Oh, no, I'm going to call you out on it.
Yeah, I said it was wrong, and I went, let's just move on. We can pretend it was right, but no.
4 more points on the board for the Beastie Bears, taking them over that second century mark. Bay Area Derby still trying to increase those scores. However, it is a power jam right now. So
yeah,
those blockers are focused on defense and holding on to Manta Shrimp.
Nope. And now they got the power jams over. Used to be that you would have to skate with traffic all the way around in order to rejoin the pack. They changed that at some point, but
well, you also used to have to skate normal skating direction to get to the pack, no matter where you were.
I meant.
I meant to the penalty box.
Oh, to the penalty box. Yeah. In all cases, you could not skate against traffic no matter what. That was I think in some of the smaller venues, that's still a good idea, but here it doesn't matter that much. We got plenty of space.
Yeah. And that is because we are in the Sacramento Roller Derby Bear House, brought to you by ACS, all construction services.
Yeah. And a fantastic facility for all.
Hey, Tasmanian Devil coming to the line with Blaze of Fire.
I think these are first-time jammers, both, right?
No, Blaze
was here
jammed
once,
during the first half.
Yep.
This is Taz's first jam of the day. Taz gets knocked to the outside. That was entirely too difficult to say.
Yep. Oh, and nice out. We had Nice block there. From Heartbreak Havoc.
Taz did get out in lead status for Sacramento.
No. Little itty bitty apex jump there.
And there comes Blaze of Fire out of the pack on the initial pass as Taz does a beautiful spin there at the front of the pack, gets another 4 points on the board for
Nice.
Sacramento.
Some nice kind of toe work.
Blaze back in the pack looking to put some points up for Bay Area as Taz finds that outside lane and puts another 4 points on the board for Sacramento.
Using some nice spin moves, putting the body on a body and then spinning around it. It's making it really difficult for Bay Area to get in front of and stay in front of Taz.
Oh. Taz calls it off. Bay Area puts 4 points on the board in that last jam. 16 points on the board for Sacramento. Sorry, that was a really loud noise, and it's just me adjusting my microphone.
Well, we got Danger Mouse and Woody Wallace out there jamming. Both of them have jammed multiple times.
Yes, I do believe this is Wallace's first jam of the second half, though.
Yes. Danger is one of our quieter, more reserved skaters. You may hardly notice that they're out there. But
Oh, hardly ever.
yeah. Well, Danger is working that crowd, trying to find a seam, and does.
Wallace finds an opening as well. Both jammers out on their initial pass and racing to the back of the pack.
So this is probably
Oh!
Danger Mouse with the mouse-themed makeup.
Puts 4 points on the board. Bay Area puts 1 point up on the board. Current score is 71 Bay Area, 233 for the Beastie Bears.
Now, I remembered when my kids joined the Beastie Bears, we were in a situation where the score would have been flipped. And
Yep.
it just, juniors teams more than most, there's this weird lack of continuity because you get the skaters get really good and then they leave because they got too old.
Yeah.
So it happens. So you
As
have
long
these
as
weird
they're all
cycles.
still having fun, that's what matters.
They're having fun, they're learning, and this is just a situation of different stages of development.
Mantis Shrimp out of the pack first. Blaze of Fire on Mantis Shrimp's tail.
Tail,
Shrimp tail?
yeah. Shrimp tails, I see what you did there.
Mantis gets recycled back and calls it off. No points on the board.
Yep.
1 point on the board for Bay Area. 2 points on the board for Sacramento in that last jam.
Had a
We've got about less than 20 minutes left in this second half. Carnage coming to the line with Marco. Now I
both
wanna-
teams have a full complement out there, I think. No one in the ACS penalty box.
I do see that the penalty box is empty at the moment. And Carnage out of the pack first as Marco Plello gets recycled back to the back of the pack by Tasmanian Devil. And looks like we have a star stash at the moment, and it is a star pass. Marco passes that star to
Co on the go, I believe.
Co on the go.
Yeah.
This will be the first time that Co on the go has had the star on during this game.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have a Bay Area skater headed to that ACS penalty box. It is 011 B50 Thumb, which is just a fantastic name.
I love the name.
Co has gotten through and put 4 points on the board. Sacramento putting up 12 points in that last jam before calling it off.
We're letting these go a little longer than maybe they would have in other times.
And we have a team timeout called by Bay Area. They're going to take a moment, regroup.
And we have an upcoming event on May 2nd. It's the Big Day of Giving, free kickoff community fair. Sacramento Roller Derby is kicking off the Big Day of Giving with a free community-driven fair. Come discover, connect, and support incredible local nonprofits. Meet other community nonprofits in our area. Enjoy live music, tasty food and concessions, an action-packed roller derby game, and more. That's on the 2nd of May.
I will be here for that because I absolutely love being a part of the community that is Sacramento Roller Derby.
Yes.
I am honored to be a part of it and to be participating in that event.
Yeah, sounds like a great time. It's a great idea. They're going to be bringing in other nonprofits and really trying to connect with the community and inviting you to connect with the community as well. Not just the Derby community, but the community at large. I'm really looking forward to this one.
I do believe you're going to be here with me as well. I'm excited.
I believe I'm going to be here.
It's like we're
You know,
announcing partners or something.
Something along those lines.
I don't know.
I mean, they just have to, match my offer, and then I'll show. All right, we are back on. We have, who do we have out there?
Blaze
Danger
of Fire
Mouse.
And Danger, is that Blaze?
I thought that was Danger.
Oh, no, for the bad seats, that's Blaze.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. But
Sorry,
we
there
have-
was some
They have
confusion there.
Annihilator out there. Am I reading wrong?
No, you're
that's-
not.
Yeah.
We have
we have
scoreboard confusion.
yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, that's still
'Cause-
Danger, no matter how much they have it flashing Annihilator. Danger Mouse has lead jammer status for SRD. 4 points. You have 1 scoring pass. It's going to be 2 scoring passes.
Adira getting in front of Blaze and holding on for dear life.
Yeah, something like that.
My puns are dad level today.
Yeah. Well, we're we called that jam. 12-point pickup for the Beastie Bears.
Whitty Wallace back out there in the jammer cover for Bay Area. Manta Shrimp back on the line for Sacramento.
Seen both of them jam before. A little bit more in the second half, I think, in both cases.
Sacramento seems to be doing a solid 2-jammer rotation right now with Mantis and Danger Mouse.
Yeah, there was a little experimentation. We saw some people that don't normally get the jam, which sometimes is what you see in games like this, where they try out different things and give people experience that they trying things. But yeah, right now it does seem like we've tightened up the rotation a bit.
And Whitty Wallace is your lead jammer. Wallace puts 4 on the board and calls it off. Manta Shrimp putting 4 on the board as well. And Sacramento will start with 1 blocker in the ACS penalty box, giving the Miranda Lorian the opportunity to have a very slight blocker advantage.
Very slight. You take everything you can get.
This time it actually is the Annihilator out there jamming.
Yes, that is true. And I can tell because when I look, I see the Annihilator instead of Danger Mouse. Oh, that should be a foul.
Yeah, saw that one.
Annihilator using the arm in a way they're not allowed to. That's going to be a forearm penalty, I think.
Which gives Miranda Lorian the opportunity to get out of the pack and get that lead status for the Bay Area.
And also giving them a chance at a power jam so they can see if they can get some points on the board unchallenged.
The Miranda Lorian getting a Mando cheer from the bench.
Mando? They got that
Mando.
Mando and Grogu movie coming out, the Baby Yoda and Mandalorian movie. I'm looking forward to that.
I am so far behind on my Star Wars watching.
Yeah.
I think season 2 of The Mandalorian was the last one I actually watched.
Was there another season? I can't remember. I think I've watched it all, but it's been a while since they've had it on. I think they started making the movie.
I haven't watched any Star Wars since then.
I'm not positive there's anything to miss. I think you've seen everything at that point. Maybe something came out.
Quite a... You know what I meant.
No, I have no idea what you meant right there. But all right. Well, we have Danger Mouse back out there jamming against the Corruptor.
Looks like we are starting with a blocker, well, a pivot and a blocker in the box. That pivot was standing and ready to be released.
Both jammers managed to get around the pack. Danger just did it slightly quicker.
Corruptor, though, going to be right behind Danger as they head into that pack.
Yeah.
Danger calls it off. 4 points on the board for Sacramento, unanswered.
Yeah, smart heads up derby there. It's interesting how they're, sometimes that's really the derby thing to do is, get your points, call it off. But we've seen a couple where they just let them skate for a little bit too. And that's good for the kids that are learning. It gives them more time out there, more time to work on things. So
Woody Wallace out there with Mantis Shrimp. And we have an official timeout? Yeah. We have an official timeout. I believe it's going to be a direction. Oh, so it is going to be a power start as Danger Mouse reports to that ACS penalty box for a direction at the end of that last jam. A direction, yeah?
direction. Yeah, went the wrong way. Yeah, that's direction. Yeah, I missed it, but I believe them.
That is why they are the officials, and they talk about or they are the ones who determine what the, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, this gives a power jam right out of the gate for the Bad Seeds, so they should get a nice opportunity to grab lead jammer status and get some points.
Yep. Oh.
And
Sacramento really focusing on that defense and holding on to Wallace as this power jam continues.
the Bad Seeds were also a blocker down, which is putting them at a little disadvantage in freeing up that pack.
And Wallace heads to the penalty box.
So we have a power jam going the other direction as Danger has been freed from the box and Woody Wallace is seating down. Wallace will only have to sit as long as Danger did because Danger got out a little early. Isn't that right?
No, Danger was already headed back to the track when Wallace reported.
I apologize. I thought Danger was still sitting.
No, I was watching it over here.
Okay. Well, I don't watch what's going on out here. You can't hold me to that. So.
I know. You have to focus on the track.
Yep. Okay. Well, anyways, I thought Danger was still sitting down, which would have made me correct, but I'm not.
You could be right. I don't know. It looked like it was that to me. But, Danger and Wallace exchanging some blows there over at turn 2.
Well, Danger had some success in knocking the other jammer
down earlier.
Danger,
Wallace was ready for it this time, though.
Yeah. Danger may have a lot of things going for them, but inertia is not one of them. They're going to have to get a very solid hit against someone who is probably not too large to make that work out for them.
Or someone who's just not seeing them coming.
Yeah. Which is quite possible when you are Danger. So.
It is true. We've got Heartbreak Havoc on the line for Sacramento with Marco Plalo for the Bad Seeds.
Heartbreak was our guest announcer last bout. Did a great job. First time doing that.
It is always a pleasure to have one of the juniors join us on mic.
Absolutely. Well, got Marco Plalo, I believe, got lead jammer status, but Heartbreak has it.
Heartbreak does have the lead. It looked to me like Marco got it out first, but there could have been no pass.
Yeah. Well, however it happened, that was the first scoring pass for Heartbreak Havoc, who put 4 on the board. I didn't see a point where Heartbreak was out first, but I believe them. I just didn't see it.
Hey, they have a better view over there on that corner than we do.
It all happened over there where everything always happens.
Heartbreak puts 4 more on the board for Sacramento and calls it off. 8 unanswered points in that last jam.
Nope, they got 3.
Oh, 3 points. So only 5 points unanswered. Sorry, my bad.
Well, it was answered, just not as big a number. But yeah, that was both teams got a little something they can hang their hat on in that last bout, or last jam.
Bay Area calling a timeout. That will be their last timeout of the game. They do have an official review left that they can use for a timeout if they so choose.
Yeah.
We have about 10 and a half minutes left on the clock. The current score is Bay Area 92, Beastie Bears 283.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's a juniors bout, and these kind of things can happen in those bouts.
You know what? These kind of things can happen in any game.
That's true. More likely in juniors where there's a limited pool of teams near you, and the development levels can be so different depending on how many kids aged out last year. So it happens. All right, we got Danger Mouse lined up for Sacramento. And against Blaze of Fire for the Bay Area Derby girls. Let's see how they work this. Blaze of Fire tried inside, didn't get it, went outside and slipped most of the pack, and then finally slipped that last blocker, giving them lead jammer status. Danger Mouse freed themselves out of the pack too.
Jinx.
Yep. I'm hearing the coaches call for a tripod. I think that was actually the Bad Seeds coach.
Yep.
They
Blaze calling it off after putting 4 up on the board.
getting that instruction from their coaches.
Mirandalorian coming to the line for the Bad Seeds.
Yep.
Who is that out there for Sacramento? Is that Mantis?
I think so. It is.
I think so.
Oh, gosh,
It is Mantis Shrimp. I'm just being sarcastic.
Yeah. I was just noticing Mantis Shrimp isn't actually listed.
Yes, they are.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong scout roster. I was looking at the other half of the last game. Okay.
Mantis Shrimp out of the pack first. However, the Mirandalorian finds an inside lane and gets out as well. Both jammers now in a race back to the back of that pack that is holding steady on turn 1, just ahead of the Sacramento copy and print pivot line.
And Mantis Shrimp tried for that inside just to see if they could edge past to the pack, and it's gotten kind of mired in the middle there. So we're going to see if they manage to power through or if they're going to reset things.
Looks like they chose to call that off rather than try to fight through.
Might have been it. Maybe they didn't like what they saw out there on the floor or wanted to make absolutely sure the other team didn't get more points.
3 and 3 on the board in that last jam. Chaotic Goth coming to the line with Witty Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
We are in jam 18 with less than 8.5 minutes left on the game clock. Chaotic Goth out of the pack first, gets lead status for Sacramento.
Chaotic coming around, bend 1 here and 2. Going to hit the pack at about
the back straightaway.
Back straightaway, yeah. I thought it was going to be right on the corner, but the pack moved a little bit on me.
Yeah. Wallace is now back in the pack as well, looking to put some points on, finding those Sacramento blockers, holding steady there. Oop. Wallace has got to get past number 11, does so. That was Taz they had to get around. Both jammers have put up 4 points now. Goth getting some speed on and using that speed to slide past the defenders, putting another 4 points on the board before calling it off. Bay Area putting up 4 points and rolling over that century mark, 103-297 now.
That's a respectable score there.
It is. both teams fielding some really great jammers to get those scores up that high. If the blocking was a little different, we'd see a whole different game here.
Yeah, it's
juniors.
Yep, juniors. When you're in the adult program, by the time you get in one of these bouts, you kind of have your level down. You're playing with other people your same level.
Adira's first jam of the day gets out first against the Corruptor.
Adira looked like they were going to be able to skate on through, but
Came real close to being a skate on through.
pretty close. Got tied up just ever so briefly there. I thought it might be a
Ever so
bigger
briefly.
slowdown.
That was a beautiful jam. There was eye contact there. I had to say that. Will Styles jamming for the first time today. Whitty Wallace coming back to the line for Bad Seeds.
I think we had a couple jammers that weren't 100% positive that the jam was on there, but missed the whistle. Everyone just froze up for a second.
It was like there was a glitch in the Matrix.
Well, they use the same whistle to start the jam as they do to call a penalty, so sometimes the kids can get confused.
Speaking of penalties, Styles headed to that ACS penalty box
With a
for
cut
a track cut.
Yeah.
Yep.
We considered that they may have guessed wrong on the Family Feud, because that would also
Ta-da.
be the same thing.
Then
Out of
we would have
100
a
people
big
surveyed,
red X and a loud buzzer, not a whistle.
out of 100 people surveyed, 98 of them said you cut the track. So, all right.
Yeah, that was.
Whitty Wallace has picked up lead jammer status and the power jam, and is making their second attempt at a scoring pass, seeing if they can put some more points on the board for the Bad Seeds.
That's an accurate assessment of what's happening on the track.
Yeah, sometimes I just, say things that I see.
You're so good at that.
Yeah. One of the refs is wearing a white helmet. I don't know. I got nothing. But
That's fine.
yeah.
Manta Shrimp going to the ACS penalty box now, but as a blocker, not a jammer. And 8 points unanswered on the board by the Bad Seeds in that last jam.
No, they're finding things that work, and then when they're talking about this afterwards, they're going to look back on that jam, say, hey, what did we do there that we did different other times? This is going to be good for them.
What? Cinder, what did you say? Yes, because she's got her skates on. We like to practice safety over here in the announcer's box, so our Twitch streamer does have to wear a helmet. Twitch can be a very dangerous place.
I'm wearing protection too, just. All right, well, we have the Tasmanian Devil out, and we called the jam. Yeah.
You broke me.
Because I was going to say stuff, and then I said I'm just going to gesture, because then I don't get in trouble. All right, well, are you doing okay, Calamity? You all right? Calamity's going to take a moment. We have...
I can't catch my breath.
We have Danger Mouse out there jamming again against Marco Paulo.
There you go.
Two of the jammers that have been out there quite a bit. Danger tried to go inside and then is trying.
Yeah. Adira taking Marco to the outside and recycling to the back. However, that was a
Danger's
quick
getting
recovery.
recycled to the back as well.
Spinderella, Blaze, and Fee Fi Fo Fum giving Danger a hard time there.
Yeah, well, after being recycled to the back of the pack, they didn't set up quite fast enough while they were still kind of getting their sense of where they were. Danger took advantage and got through the pack. 2.5
minutes left on that game clock. We'll get at least 2 or 3 more jams in.
These have been pretty quick, so I think you're right.
Oh, Radioactive coming to the line for the first time today. Up against the Miranda Lorian.
Miranda Lorian starting way back off the pack. Going to get a run at it. kind of a shotgun formation for a quarterback. Same type of thing for
Yep, same time.
Oh,
Radioactive out of the pack gets that lead status as the Miranda Lorian gets knocked to the outside and recycled all the way back.
yeah, that was Bumblebee that put that hit on Radioactive and did a very good job doing it.
Bumblebee has been just a brutal blocker today. I know in the past I've seen Bumblebee jam quite a bit, but today as a blocker, incredibly effective, throwing out some absolutely brutal hits throughout the game.
Yeah, I do want to point out, just for fairness, that the Bumblebee knocked the Miranda Lorian out, not their own jammer, because that's
Did
what
I
I
say
said.
that?
No, that's what I said. I thought
sorry.
they knocked Radioactive out, and I thought about it, and I went, nope, that's not right. All right, so Radioactive coming around for another scoring pass.
Miranda Lorian passing the star to Co on the go. Co on the go, your jammer now for the Bad Seeds as Radioactive slides around the outside and puts 12 points so far this jam on
Veruca
the
Assault
scoreboard.
doing a nice hit, nice solid legal hit on Co on the go, knocking them to the track, face forward.
Heartbreak Havoc doing some offense play there, moving the Bad Seed blockers out of Radioactive's way.
Radioactive just calling that jam. I think we're going to get one more out of it.
16 points on the board for Sacramento in that last jam. I thought that last jam.
That last jam.
The last one. I'm sorry, I've got new teeth.
So we have the Annihilator and Blaze of Fire out there jamming for Sacramento and Bay Area, respectively.
Heartbreak Havoc racing to get to the pack before that 30-second start ends and the jam starts.
Has added a new accessory. I don't think we had the bandana on in the pocket before. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe I was just too entranced by the leg warmers and didn't notice.
Annihilator gets lead status. The jam clock's still running. The game clock has expired.
Blaze of Fire out of the pack.
Annihilator gonna put some points on.
Yeah. Sacramento could call this and the game would be over, but I think they're letting everybody skate a little bit to get a little bit more time for the juniors on the floor.
These are the juniors. They just want to skate.
They just want to skate, and the coaches want them to skate. Some of these juniors have never been in a bout. They've only been in practice, and so this is a great opportunity for them to get some more time on the floor.
None of the juniors have ever been in a bout. They're in games.
Games, whatever.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna mess with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, our unofficial final is the Beastie Bears 329 to the Bad Seeds 121. We went up to 333.
333 to 121.
121. That is our unofficial final. And get out there and give these kids a high five. They really deserve it. They put on a show today.
What an incredible game that was.
Very fun. I'm looking forward to this developing into a rivalry in the future as both teams develop.
I love seeing both of these teams out here. It has been a great day of junior roller derby. Make some noise for these juniors. They worked their little legs off.
Yeah.
Final score, so it is official, 121 to 333.
So it didn't change the outcome, I guess.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I
Look.
thought they forgot to carry the 2 and the whole thing would be. Remember when they announced La La Land won the best picture and it turned out it was actually Moonlight?
Vaguely?
Yeah. Oh, I thought it might be that kind of thing again. No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Oscars.
You don't watch the Oscars.
I know. I watch the highlights after. That's
Fair
also
enough.
how I watch most sports, if I have to.
All right. Juniors going along, getting their kudos because they absolutely deserve it.
Absolutely. Every single one of those junior skaters did an incredible job today. It has been an honor to talk about them. We are going to be back in just a few moments with our home teams. We've got the River City Rapids taking on the Tower Bridge Terrors as our final game of the night.
All right. Take a moment, get some snacks. We'll be back.